match features your Western Mass Pioneers versus Brockton FC United from Brockton, Mass. Please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
The field. Every neighborhood has one. Grass, concrete, or dirt. The stage is the same. The rules, unwavering. And the goals, beautiful.
It goes in! It's unbelievable!
Now, in its 107th year, America's oldest soccer tournament is back. One cup, open to all. The 2022 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup.
We welcome you to historic Lusitano Stadium in Ludlow, Massachusetts for first-round action of the 107th edition of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. It's a Bay State matchup between Brockton FC United and the Western Mass Pioneers. Great to have you here this evening. I'm Paul Lambert. It's the first ever meeting between these two clubs, each with an extremely different background. On the one side, you've got the Pioneers making their 12th appearance in this tournament and their first in 4 years since 2018. They've been around the block so many times since they were founded back in 1997. Then you've got Brockton FC United, which ran through the local qualifying rounds to get here, outscoring opponents 17 goals to none across 3 games. Underway with Brockton making their first foray into the U.S. Open Cup, won initially by the Pioneers. Last time Western Mass was in the tournament, lost in the first round. A lot of changes to the U.S. Open Cup from 2019. The last time this tournament was played, obviously, was canceled in 2020 and 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Those final warm-ups continue to wrap up some notes. This, of course, U.S. Open Cup begun in 1913, held every year except the last couple of years. And really, not to harp on what's been harped on for year after year, but a tournament that Major League Soccer teams have absolutely dominated since that league's inception. That was back in 1996. Not since '99 has a non-MLS team won the Cup. That was the year the Rochester Rhinos did it, only non-MLS team to do so since '96. Non-MLS team has not made the final since the Charleston Battery in 2008. Seconds away from the start of the first half. On a chilly March evening here in Ludlow. We're underway. Won initially by Western Mass, who's coming off a strong 2021. USL 2 Northeast Division champs, Eastern Conference champions. We'll go back to Brockton this time. Brockton, a team that is relatively new to things in New England soccer and got founded in 2017, began playing the UPSL. That was 2019. Had a strong spring in 2021, advanced all the way to the UPSL semifinals. Won over Capital City SC in the consolation match. First place in the Division I Bay State Soccer League last year as well. One cross, but taken out by a Pioneer. With a minute 15 gone in the opening half. We'll set up a corner for Alves of Brockton. Put up too far and sails out. Will go back the Pioneers' way. Going back to history for the Pioneers, best performance they've had in the Cup came back in 2005. Advanced to the third round that year. We'll go back to Brockton. And we get a whistle. Pioneers end up winning it back. Sent down and headed back in. See if Western Mass can create a push here. A couple nice moves made into the box, and that will be still on the ground and now sails out. Set up another corner with 3 minutes gone in the opening half. Here at Lusitano Stadium, winner gets a ticket on to the second round to face Flower City Union of Rochester. A Brockton win, they're headed to New York. Pioneers win, Rochester's headed here on April 5th. This one put up, headed around, and it sails back out. Opportunity missed initially for the Pioneers. Nice move is made. And it will be Brockton that takes over. Sent back into the defensive third back line. For Brockton has it right now. It's Alves with it. Sends it back to his keeper Barros. Back off to Steven Teixeira, now sent again down into the attacking third. Pioneers in position along the touch line. It goes out, and it goes back to Western Mass. Now here comes Brockton. A couple nice moves made into the attacking third one more time. Here comes Carduso trying to feed it into a teammate and just sent out by a Pioneer. Put back in. Here's a shot that sails just high. Best opportunity that we've seen either club have so far in the first 5.5 minutes. Just over the crossbar. And for the moment, Pioneers can exhale. As you see it again. Maybe a foot. All that separated Alves from breaking the ice. Pioneers begin to push again. I beg your pardon, Brockton begins to push again. Pioneers win it back momentarily. Now back to Brockton. Leandro Alves takes it down, stays with FC United. And back to Brockton it goes. Beg your pardon, back to Western Mass it goes. Who again making their 12th appearance in the tournament. For a club that was founded in 1997. Have been around the block. What a pretty move that is that's made. Here is a shot. It sails wide, back over to Carduso looking for a chance. It's sent back out. Throw in coming for Carduso. Off another Pioneer and out of play. Setting up another corner here in the 8th minute. Headed away by one Pioneer. All over it that time, but Brockton wins it back again. Leandro Alves trying to get it away. Instead, it's won back by a couple Pioneers. Good effort by Carduso to get over there. And goes back Brockton's way. And right now, what we've seen so far in this first half, it's been Brockton with all the opportunities. Have had a couple chances on the Pioneers. Not really seen much from Western Mass so far in this first half. See if they can change that. Into the box, trying to keep it in along the goal line. Not sure it would have been a clean shot anyway. Will be a goal kick. Here it is, headed up. A couple Pioneers in the area, but Brockton clears to the middle third. All the way back it goes to Barros. Into the middle third one more time and cleared out to the Pioneers' defensive third. Won by Brockton. Now being forced to retreat to the back line. Going to get it is Barros again. The keeper tonight for Brockton. And I don't want to call a team that has been as hot in the qualifying rounds as Brockton has an underdog, because I don't think it's necessarily a fair assumption to make, but certainly new to the party that is the U.S. Open Cup. When you've outscored opponents by 17 goals in the 3 qualifying matches, that says something about what you are as a team with more than 10 minutes gone in this first half. Sails out past the touchline, will stay with Brockton. Set up a throw-in by Velga. Sent all the way through, nice pass. Won by Brockton momentarily, but sails past the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for the Pioneers. Another good effort by Leandro Alves that time. Forcing the Pioneers back into the defensive third one more time. Sails out. Will be a Pioneers throw-in. Now a Brockton throw-in coming. Well, we're talking about how relatively calm in terms of winds, looking out to the flags out on the scoreboard. That wind has picked up dramatically and has turned it into a chilly evening here in Ludlow. Couple of chances so far for Brockton, but those came earlier on in the first half. I've not seen a shot come from Western Mass so far. There might be a chance. Getting over to it is a Pioneer in the attacking third. Here's a cross and save made too high. Initial save was made by Barros, and then the second chance just sent over the crossbar. You'll see it one more time, as best chance that Western Mass has had so far comes late in the 13th minute. Barros looked like the right hand on it initially and got sent back out for a second chance that was just airmailed. Goal kick coming for Barros. Headed back in by a Pioneer. Past the touchline should stick with Brockton. It will. Throw in coming from Zadu Cardoso. Sent across, but to a Pioneer, clears it out. Not all the way, however. And that will be turned over. In the 15th minute of this first half, it's a scoreless first half right now between the Western Mass Pioneers and Brockton FC United, with a trip to the second round of the U.S. Open Cup against Rochester on the line. Brockton's had more opportunities so far in the first half. Here's a pass just a little too far, looking for Zadu Cardoso again that time. Again sent down into the attacking third, but in position was Steven Teixeira. Along the touchline, Pioneers want to whistle and get it. Headed back in, but to a Brockton player along the back line. Sails out, sticks with FC United. Pioneers get it back. Not for long, however, as it's a battle in the middle third. Now here comes one Brockton player cross off of a Pioneer. Brockton wants a corner kick. See if they get it. Looks like they will. And now another corner coming up for Brockton. Have had several here in this first half. You'll see it one more time. It was indeed off of a Pioneer last. Handball the call, now the corner. The 18th minute, put up, headed over the crossbar again. Looks like we'll try it again. Another quality opportunity for Brockton. Here it comes. Headed back across. One FC United player will go try and chase it down, but set up another corner. It's the third time the charm. Unable to get anything on it were Brockton players, and now the Pioneers will get it back. Western Mass, under the tutelage of head coach Federico Molinari, played with the Pioneers in 2003 and then again from 2006 to 2010, 87 total games in his Western Mass career. And Brockton unable to capitalize so far. Do win it back just like that, but again turned over. Pioneers will try and chase it down, able to keep it in along the touchline, looking for a whistle, will get it. Now another opportunity here for Western Mass. Really have only had that one. They got into the attacking third, and second chance was a little too high over the crossbar. This one's sent down, looking for an opportunity, and sails too far. Unable to quite connect on the free kick, and we'll go back to Western Mass. Beg your pardon, back to Brockton. And Vindo Barros has not been tested much in this first half, but he's been up to it. Here comes Brockton. To Shira. Off of a Pioneer, will go try and chase it down past the goal line. So we'll set up another corner opportunity for Brockton. Comes headed away. Sails out past, will look for another corner here in the 22nd minute. Comes headed away again by the Pioneers. Looking to get it out of their defensive third. It's a hard foul, sticks with the Pioneers. Set up a free kick.
Game is sponsored by Modelo. Show your fighting spirit. Enjoy Modelo responsibly.
Here come the Pioneers. Not able to get anything quality so far. Now a race to it back on the Pioneers' defensive third. Cleared out by the Western Mass keeper. Late in the 23rd minute, still scoreless between Brockton FC United and the Western Mass Pioneers. Limited back away should stick with Western Mass. It will.
Puma is proud to be the official uniform supplier of your Western Mass Pioneers.
Along the touchline, stays with the Pioneers here.
Quality distributing and Bud Light Seltzer. Your taste buds will thank you. Please enjoy responsibly. Shop Signs for all your sign and screen printing needs.
Now a discussion.
Please remember to visit the Decadent Soccer Shop located at the end of the pavilion for candy and Pioneer merchandise.
Just waiting for this to be sorted out. Looks like getting looked at. I believe that is Velga.
While in the pavilion, check out for burgers, hot dogs, drinks, and the famous beef on a sandwich. Loophole Brewing. Enjoy a craft beer made in Western Mass, available in cans and glass in the pavilion.
Subs coming in. Looks like Carvalho is one of them. Gio Alva's coming back in as well.
Pioneers would like to thank their sponsor, Arbella Insurance, brought to you by
In the 26th minute, here come the Pioneers.
State located here in Logo, Mass.
Western Mass frustrated, wanted a whistle there, didn't get it. And now Brockton looking for a chance here. Pass sails a little too far into the Western Mass goalkeeper for a goal kick.
TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Sailing through, headed, save made. Best chance so far in this first half. You'll take another look at it again. It was a beautiful pass.
World-class market. It's no big surprise. It's my big why.
Pioneers able to escape the score. Both teams being scoreless, I should say. What's been a stalemate so far in this first round Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup match. Great to have tournament back in 2022 after a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Along the touchline, here comes Carduso. Goes out, will stick with Brockton.
Please check your Western Mass Pioneer website, www.wpioneer.com.
Carduso makes a nice move. Out in front of another Pioneers along the touchline. Sails out. Sticks with Brockton. Again. Past the goal line too far, will set up a goal kick.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Bernardino's Bakery, Chuck Science, Ideal Insurance and Real Estate, Legal Federal Credit Union, Public Home Insurance, All Fuel, Noonan Energy, Gomes Primucci and Tracy, Logo Auto Sales, Manny TV and Appliance, and Shimura's Bakery. Bakery.
Pioneers looking to create a turnover, not this time. Brockton clears out successfully into the attacking third. Pioneers will try and go get it. Instead, it's turned over. Comes Brockton, set up a pass, but into traffic. And FC United will have to retreat. Cross, header, save made again. Jermaine Forta for the Pioneers keeps Brockton from breaking the ice. Now in the 30th minute. Time and time again, I've seen some great passing from FC United, have just not been able to put it past Forta in this first half, especially in the last 5 minutes, has made a pair of diving saves. Here's a shot that is not close. Pioneers will go in and get it. That is Warden for Western Mass. Past the goal line it goes.
We Got Soccer is proud to be the official uniform supplier of the Western Mass Pioneers and Western United Pioneers. Get your Pioneer Puma gear at WeGotSoccer.com.
Corner will be taken by, looks like that's Connor Hicks. Hicks puts it up in front, but FC United players, the only ones there. And they'll get it back, Will Brockton. Another whistle. And it will go back to, believe it will be Brockton.
Quality distributing and Bud Light Seltzer. Your taste buds will thank you. Please enjoy responsibly.
Sent back in, but right to Hicks. Past the goal line. Past the goal line, sets up a goal kick. Will be taken by Gio Alves. Alves, it's up. And again, getting the fingertips on it was Forta.
Jermaine with another great save, stretching out.
Another corner that we've seen from Brockton in this first half, have been unable to capitalize. Again turned over in the Pioneers' defensive third. As they've kept Brockton from scoring so far, but have not gotten the chances on the other side themselves. Cleared all the way back to Barros, who will get it off to a teammate on that FC United back line. Pass way down into the attacking third, racing over to get it is Carduso, not in time.
Western Mass Pioneers soccer camps run by the coaches and players of the Western Mass Pioneers. All camp information is available at the Decadent Net Soccer Shop or by visiting our website at www.wmpioneers.com.
Goal kick coming from Forta. Brockton wins it back. A Again into the middle third. Off of a couple Pioneers and sails back to FC United. Now in the 34th minute of this first half, first round. Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup match. And waiting and scoreboard watching, broadcast watching, I'm sure, is Flower City Union over in Rochester. Here comes Brockton, a shot. Unable to quite capitalize, unable to connect. Was Carduso with his teammate. FC United keeps it in the attacking third, however. Again sent back to, this time to Pina, but right into the arms of Forta. Again, really, FC United has done everything but score in this first half. Good play that time from Warden as well to get in there and prevent Brockton from getting a clean shot off. Another whistle, and I believe it will stay with Brockton. It will.
We would like to thank Dave Henry for supplying the pictures of your SMS Pioneers. Please visit www.sleepdogphotos.com for more pictures and information.
Again, going back to Flower City Union in Rochester. Resume rooting for a Brockton win. Brockton wins means they host on April 5th, the second round match. Western Mass win means Brockton, or I beg your pardon, Rochester, they're coming here on the 5th of April. Calderon will send it into the attacking third, but getting there first is Barros. Sends it back to that Pioneers back line. Back along the touchline, stays with Western Mass.
United Driving School, driven by our reputation. Visit www.uniteddrivingschool.com for more information. Cover of your SMS Pioneers is found in the logo register entry publications, available every Wednesday at your local retail outlet. There you will find great articles like Team Peterson, the SMS guru of sports information.
Back to that FC United back line. Last few minutes, the opportunities have sort of dried up for Brockton. Really haven't been much of any for Western Mass. Last 15 minutes or so. Now Brockton beginning to push. Alves gets it back to Vega. Back into the middle third one more time. Here comes Brockton looking for a pass. Sails past the goal line. Should stick with FC United here. We'll set up another corner.
We would like to thank sponsors of Fuel, Miranda Auto Body, Noonan Energy, Commercial Distillery, United Rentals, Compass Environmental, The Yoga Shop, Dunkin' Donuts, The Dowd Agencies, Rooney Insurance Services, Venice Valley, AK Electric, and Attorney.
Corner is up and saved by Forta again. He's gotten in there on a few now.
Loophole Brewing. Enjoy a craft beer made in Western Mass, available in cans and in draft on the pavilion.
And again turned over. The Pioneers have not really gotten comfortable on the attack so far in this one. Matera gets to it that time for the Pioneers, still unable to clear. And again turned back over to Alves. Ends up getting headed over to Gabe Genzer. And here comes Western Mass, all alone and now offside called. It was too good to be true for the Pioneers. In the 39th minute, goes back to Brockton. Vega puts it in, headed back out by Western Mass. Sent back across. Hicks heads it out. We'll go back to Brockton. Past the goal line, sticks with FC, and I beg your pardon, goes back to Pioneers for a goal kick.
I'm not sure.
Your Western Mass Pioneers season opener for the USL Week 2 2022 season is on Wednesday, May 20th at 7:30 p.m. versus Boston Bowl. Please visit the Pioneers website, www.wnpioneers.com, for more information.
41st minute of this first half, still waiting on the goal kick from Forta. Headed back in by Brockton, back to the FC United back line. A whistle in, back to Brockton it goes.
Modelo, show your fighting spirit. Enjoy Modelo responsibly. Big Y World
Morrow's
Class
trying to
Market.
clear.
It's no big surprise, it's my Big Y.
Here comes a shot in front. Didn't have a teammate there, was Carduso. But again, turned back over in the defensive third by the Pioneers. As Jermaine Forta, time and again, has come up big in this first half. The 42nd minute. I mean, how many times? Brockton back to the Pioneers back line. Dutra puts it back in. We'll stay with the Pioneers in the 43rd minute. Go back to it again. And again, Dutra able to get out in front of it. That back line, too, for Western Mass has come up big. Brockton again looking to push. As this first half winds down, have not been able to get on the board despite having all the chances to do so. Now here comes Western Mass, 3-on-1. Down goes Ganser that time. And Ganser's furious. He wants a whistle. Whistle is given, but I believe Pioneer's looking for maybe more than a whistle as well. That is a red card, and that'll do it. Believe that was Vega. And now an FC United player on the ground late in the 44th minute. We'll take a look again. I beg your pardon. Looks like that was Rudy Delgado. As Western Mass, despite having basically played in their defensive third for the last 20-25 minutes of this first half, we're on the verge of having their best look at a goal tonight. Still an FC United player down.
The official time will be kept on the field.
So Delgado is done. And he goes underneath the stands. So his night will be done 1 half early. With that red card, obviously comes the free kick opportunity, and going to be the best chance Western Mass has had to go up. You got to think the way that the first half unfolded, if you can go into the second half with a lead, got to consider yourselves pretty lucky. Ganser will take it. It's up and too high. Obviously at the 45-minute mark, some extra time being added onto this first half. Back to Brockton's back line. Wonder if that opportunity for Western Mass, see if it sparks something, if nothing else, for the start of the second half. Maybe one more chance here at the end of the first. Another whistle as an FC United player goes down. Barros will be the one to boot it away. Brockton gets to it. Alves won it back momentarily, but off him last and back to the Pioneers. Now Brockton along the touchline, stays in. And back to the Pioneers it goes. Late in this first half, neither team's gotten on the board. And that's it for the first half. 0-0 to score.
Pioneers 0, Brockton FC United 0.
Between Western Mass Pioneers and Brockton FC United. We'll be back shortly for the start of the second half here at Lusitano Stadium in Ludlow, Massachusetts in this first round match of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup.
Great save by Jermaine.
Moments away from the start of the second half of this first round U.S. Open Cup match between the Western Mass Pioneers and Brockton FC United. Great to have you here again this evening. Paul Lambert with you, taking you the rest of the way. Scoreless first half between Brockton and Western Mass, and it felt like FC United that had the opportunities, but thanks to some heroics from that Pioneers back line and Pioneers keeper Jermaine Forta, it remains 0-0 with 45 minutes in extra time yet to go. Decent crowd in front of us here at Lusitano Stadium. Historic Lusitano Stadium is at that century mark in terms of hosting matches year in and year out. And now back in the rotation for U.S. Cup action as well. Again, despite everything that Brockton did in that first half, we're not able to get anything past Jermaine Forta. As we get ready to go for the second half. On a crisp, a chilly March evening, early spring up in New England. And winner is playing Rochester in the second round. Only question is whether it will be here or whether it will be in New York. Brockton heads to New York with a win. Western Mass at home in the second round with a win of their own. Gibney gets it back for the Pioneers. Kicks it to the back line to Gutierrez.
We have a pair of sunglasses in the booth. If you want a pair of sunglasses on a silver...
In the 46th minute.
Please come and get your sunglasses if you're missing a pair of sunglasses.
Will remain with FC United. Important to keep in mind right at the tail end of that first half, Rudy Delgado picked up a red card and he is done for the rest of the match. Won by Matera, and now over to Brockton. Past the touchline and back over to the Pioneers. Throw in for Gutierrez. Beg pardon, throw in coming from Gibney.
Modelo, show your fighting spirit and your Modelo responsibly. Please remember to visit the Decadent Soccer Shop located.
Nice pass to Ganser.
Candy and Pioneer merchandise.
Cross to Warden. Didn't get enough on it, and it's taken back the other way by FC United. Over to Teixeira now. He'll move in. Trying to feed it to a teammate, that was Rick Alves, but unable to connect. And now the Pioneers retreating. Now back to FC United, I should say, retreating.
Please remember to visit the pavilion for burgers, hot dogs, drinks, and the famous Tijuana sandwich.
This one's put up, headed, and it goes in the back of the net. Gabe Ganser, who drew the red card at the end of the first half, breaks the tie late in the 48th minute, and it's 1-0 Western Mass in the second half. we'll see it again. How about that pass? And the header just over the outstretched arms of Benvindo Barros. Back to Brockton here in the second half. Now trailing despite everything they did. Trailing 1-0. All of a sudden, can Brockton respond? Haven't been able to just yet. Now trying to create a push of their own. There's a whistle. Stays with Brockton. Now a yellow card going to come out. I believe that will be on Calderon. Take a look at the go-ahead goal again. Free kick coming. FC United looking for an equalizer. Again here in the second half, now without Delgado. You got to think each one of these scoring chances that much more critical, that much more important. Here it is, headed away by a Pioneer. Headed again. Here comes Western Mass past the touchline. It sails and back to FC United. Now the Pioneers back in their defensive third, cleared momentarily by Ganser.
Goal scored by number 7, Gabe Gunzik, assisted by number 10, Jacob Menet.
Monix got credit for the assist for the Pioneers. It was talk about a beautiful pass. That was it. And it sets up the Pioneers with a lead at Lusitano Stadium. The crowd on their side. Taking a look, a lot of red sweatshirts and coats in the crowd in front of the press box here. Still a long way to go. And considering the way that Brockton played in that first half, an equalizer is far from out of the question. Goes back to the back line. That is Dutra, who got it up to a teammate. That's Hicks for the Pioneers. Brockton looking for a push. Instead turned over. Getting in front of it was Matera. Carvalho, a couple Pioneers on him. Now back to that Western Mass back line again. That's taken away by Teixeira. Good effort to get in there. Teixeira can't get it past a pair of Pioneers. I believe a yellow card is coming, and it is, as he is grabbing the foot. Another Pioneer going to pick up the yellow card for, it's like a handball.
Yellow card, number 14 from the Pioneers, Mike Matera.
Matera will pick it up. Calderon's already got one as well. So a pair of yellow cards against the Pioneers in this second half after Delgado was given a red card on FC United late in that first half. It's been physical. Talked about it, how far both FC United and the Pioneers going to push things until start seeing the yellow cards, red cards handed out. We sort of saw it with Delgado late in the first half, and it's continued here in the second. This one's put up, headed in the box, and another FC United player is down, now getting back up into the box again. Making a move, cross, save made. Another second chance, and too high. It was Alves who set it up, and saw that from Brockton quite a bit in the first half. Another opportunity missed, as you'll see it one more time. Impressive effort to even get there in the first place. Meanwhile, on the other side, Pioneers looking for that 2-goal lead. Unable to get down there fast enough. Sails too far past. Nope, right along the touchline, I should say. Into the box. Effort is in vain. And back to Brockton. Late in the 55th minute here at Lusitano Stadium. The ticket to the second round of the U.S. Open Cup tournament awarded to the winner. Here's a shot, sails wide and high, taken from way back. Whistle, and now a Pioneer down. I'm going to have him looked at, see if we can get a number. In the 57th minute, want to say it's, looks like Sidney Warden out there. It is. See if he's okay. Obviously hoping the best. As we've seen, this game has gotten physical here in the, you saw it in the first half, and now in the second half that's continued as well. So Warden will come off. Here come the Pioneers, who have come out much stronger offensively here in this second half. And really a lot of that talked about started with that breakaway, led to the red card being dished out to Delgado of FC United, and it was the goal that was scored by Gonza that put them on top. Here comes Brockton. Here's a shot, save, beautiful save from Forda. Second chance never quite got there. How about a third chance? No, getting in there was Calderon. Pioneers not out of the woods yet. Long shot in front, not a clean one, and a whistle comes in, and it will go back the other way. Now Warden's come back into the game after he came out momentarily. Good sign to see for the Pioneers. Here comes Hicks. Connor Hicks. He'll pass it up to Gonzer, who got that scoring started. Gonzer gets it back, looking for a teammate instead into traffic and take it away by FC United. Headed into the middle third. Brockton wants a foul, not going to get it. And staying down is Teixeira. As he's holding, looks like it's that right shin. Don't see a card. It's about to be dished out this time. In the 60th minute. In the second half, important to remember that already with a couple yellow cards are the Pioneers in this second half. But Sarah and Calderon both have one, so a second and they're done for the rest of the match. Gutierrez will get it back to Forta. And Forta was really spectacular in that first half. I mean, came up time and again for the Pioneers. Had a couple diving saves, especially as that first half went on. Kept it scoreless. And kept Pioneers in it. Here's a cross and nice defensive play. Sails into the netting too high, and a goal kick coming up. Say that the Pioneers have looked more comfortable here in the second half. Goal kick from Forta. Back to Brockton. Wind still blowing pretty strongly. From right to left. That's a wind that picked up right as the match got started. Race to it won by FC United. Touchline, and will go back to the Pioneers. Throw in for Calderon. Now the throw in from Gibney. Looks to get it back. Past the touchline again, will stay with Western Mass. Kept in the box. And another whistle. And that will go back Brockton's way. Offside the call. Back line for FC United continues to hold on to it. Back off to Teixeira. Did mention it at the top of the broadcast, the history that the Pioneers have had in U.S. Open Cup matches. It's their 12th time in the tournament. Here's a whistle that comes in. This is just Brockton's first, and there's another yellow card dished out. This time to, looks like Manny Andrade of FC United. After a first half that increased in chippiness as it went on. Didn't see anything given out until the red card. Now 3 yellow cards so far in the second. Late in the 64th minute now. Brockton, beg your pardon, Western Mass pushing. Sent across, Pioneer get out in front of it. Carvalho puts it in, but a clean pass. Back outside the box. Here's a shot that goes back to Carvalho. Cross that's off of a Pioneer. That was Gutierrez. And should be the first corner of the second half that we've seen from Brockton after so many of them in the first half that FC United got chances on and couldn't capitalize on any of them. Now here in the 65th minute, first of the second half. It's up. Headed, but coming in to save it is Forda. He'll go pick it up for the goal kick. Pioneers send it down. Retreating to go get it is Barros. Off to Teixeira. Milton Teixeira gets it back. Nice pass for Rick Alves. See if Brockton can push here. Too many Pioneers in the area to get that pass in cleanly. Cleared out by Matera. Matera up to Gonzer. And there's a whistle. That'll go back Brockton's way. Just a foul called. Brockton sends it down again, but out past the touchline again. Pioneers will take it back. Pass into Alves. 2 Pioneers around him, and it's taken away. Going down hard is Basil. He gets back up. Good to see. Pioneers will take it back. Lead it 1-0 here in the 68th minute. Cross to Teixeira. And that pass sails too far back to Matera of the Pioneers. While the offensive chances really, they've capitalized, here comes a pass that sails back to Barros. Going back to offensive chances, they have not been there for Brockton the way they were in that first half. Western Mass has played more buttoned up. FC United not getting the corner kicks, not getting the numbers in the attacking third they were the first 45 minutes. Here's another whistle. And Pioneers don't like it. See if the yellow card's dished out again. As player for FC United remains down. It's important. If it's on Calderon, that's his second and he's done. So there's a reason for the Pioneers' protest here. There has been no card dished out yet. And that's going to be a red card that is dished out. So now the second red card we've seen dished out in this one, and now looks like it'll be both teams now playing down one man. We're in the 70th minute. I believe the player involved with it was Calderon, who already had a yellow card he was sitting on.
No, you're not. You're not. So you can't be in the crowd. You can't be in the crowd. You got
trying to sort everything out scoring-wise here in the 72nd minute. Still the Pioneers leading at 1-0 over Brockton FC United.
Substitution on the Pioneers coming in, number 21, Sean Owens, for number 9, Sydney Williams.
Calderon takes the red card. He's done for the rest of the match. Sails down into the Brockton attacking third, but taken by a Pioneer. That was Gibney. Both teams now a man down. This one sent down the way to Barros. Hopped right to him. Now for Brockton. So going to be some extra time you'd expect added on at the end of this one. Question is how much. But you got to think about how many chances you're going to have left. Serious pushes to tie this one up. Get into traffic. Now back to Alves. Alves puts it in off of Gutierrez, and smartly running in for it is Forta. In the 74th minute. Another whistle. This one will go against the Pioneers. Brockton hurrying things up, needing every offensive chance they can get. Rest of the way. An FC United player goes down. Here's one way down over everything. It's going back. Retreating was Barros. He didn't have to make a play on it, but got interesting for a moment. Possession now back to the Pioneers. In the middle third. Matera puts it up, gets it off to a teammate, and it goes back to Brockton after all of that. Trickles back to Forta there.
I don't know about you, but is he pretty good? Because I mean, he gets that pretty hard. Pretty good. Down.
Here comes the Pioneers. Here's a long shot that sails past the near post. So it remains a 1-goal lead for the Pioneers. The start of the 77th minute here in Ludlow. Only goal we've seen so far came from Gabe Gonzer. Jacob Mannix got credit for the assist. Brockton spending a lot of time on the back line, as it's been Western Mass as this second half has gone on that's gotten more and more offensive push. Another home game if Western Mass can hold on to the 1-0 lead. That would be here on April 5th at Lusitano Stadium in Ludlow. Brockton will be on the road if they can come back and win. Here's contact. This time it's the Pioneers who want to whistle that they don't get. Gonna win against Flower City Union of Rochester. That would mean a ticket to the third round for one of these two teams, and that's one of the changes in the U.S. Open Cup format this year. The introduction of MLS teams to the tournament has been staggered out, with 17 teams entering in the third round, and then 8 more enter the field in the round of 32. So 25 MLS teams to take part, just not all in that third round. In all but 1 year since 1996, MLS teams have won the U.S. Open Cup, and no tournament held the last 2 years because of the pandemic. But great to have U.S. Open Cup action back. Great to be back at Lusitano Stadium. Here in the 79th minute. Sarah back to Ganser. Along the goal line, and it'll stay in, but FC United players in the vicinity, and now one Brockton player goes down on his own, and that will cause another stoppage here. Pulls up, grabbing the right leg, I should say. Going back to kind of the story of Brockton FC United. What a great story that team is. Play at Marciano Stadium in Brockton, Mass. The team was founded back in 2017, playing the UPSL. That began in 2019. Last spring, all the way to the UPSL semifinals. Ended up winning the consolation match over Capital City SC. And in the U.S. Open Cup for the first time in club history. That was Jay Vega who went down. He is back up in the action on the back line. Great to see. The Brockton defeated U-Nations FC 5-3 in the second round, all the way back in September. Then the Kendall Wanderers 7-0 in the third round, and a 5-0 triumph over Philadelphia Lone Star FC back on November 20th. And 17 goals total across 3 matches. No doubt a team that has the offensive push, and we saw that offensive push in the first half. Everything but the goals followed. That was headed away by Gutierrez unintentionally, and now in the 81st minute, we'll set up a corner, second of the second half for FC United. Part of the largest field in recent history of the U.S. Open Cup. Total of 103 clubs, 71 of them completely professional. Corner set up. Headed away. All the way back to Ganser. Staying on side. Had 2-on-1. The pass a little behind Connor Hicks. Looked for a moment like there would be a scoring chance for the Pioneers, unable to capitalize. Despite that, still lead it 1-0 here. Getting further and further into this second half of first round of U.S. Open Cup action. Here comes Brockton again. Too much traffic in the area, and now a whistle comes in. Should set up that free kick opportunity, and now another chance for Brockton to tie this one up. We'll see the contact again. Now Kevin DePina getting ready to check in as a sub for FC United. Meanwhile, in the 83rd minute, waiting on the free kick. Mentioned it a little earlier in the second half. How many more chances is Brockton going to have? This is a big one here. And blocked and headed away. Pioneers were all over it. In position is Ganser. Trying to stay on side is Gutierrez. See if he was able to. Don't believe he was. Heck of an effort as he is down holding his left leg. He was trying and coming in there and creating some contact. Believe that was Gio Alves for FC United. After all that, it's back to FC United. Errant pass over to a Pioneer. Poked away by Barros. That'll stay with FC United. Thrown back in. Here comes Teixeira out past the goal line. Will stay with FC United. Now a quick corner. Headed back. Brockton still got it. Tapina sets it up. Shot through, running up to it in the nick of time was Forda. Split second later, that might be an equalizer for FC United. Instead, he'll get to take his time with the goal kick. Sails too far. Now offside called. And if nothing else, the Pioneers have been pesky enough in this second half to every second that they've spent in the attacking third, one less second that Brockton could answer back, and have frustrated FC United, the Pioneers have. Just continuing, have not allowed offensive attack to penetrate. Goes back to FC United here now in the 87th minute. Time really becoming a factor. There will be extra time added on. Not sure how much. That's the question. We'll be waiting on the final whistle when that happens. This one put up and headed away. We'll stay with Brockton here. I believe it will set up a corner. In time of the essence. FC United waiting for everyone in position. Here we go. And another whistle. It'll go back the other way. This time there's a Pioneer that's down. Right on the goal line. Right now in the 88th minute. As it is FC United unable to capitalize on the corner. Player is up. That is Dutra. Now a goal kick coming from Forda and the Pioneers. Vega, he comes off hobbling. Brings in Leonardo Teixeira. Now in the 89th minute. And there's one taken away. Gonzer's been frustrating this entire second half. He's the reason that the Pioneers are up, and he's able to draw the whistle there. We'll see the contact again. Right there. As Tapina got tangled up with him. Of course, Pioneers in no hurry to get this one back in play. Along the goal line, here comes the Pioneers. Set up beautifully, just wide. Would have been the dagger. Oh, so close. Still will set up a corner, and more time that the Pioneers get to spend in the attacking third. That's put up. Getting in there is a couple get tangled up late, and now little extracurriculars after the fact late in the second half. And good to see that one broken up quickly. Whistle comes in now past 90 minutes, but extra time going to be added on, you'd expect. Now a discussion. A couple of yellow cards just got put up. I think they're going to go one each on FC United and the Pioneers here. So it will be 6 minutes of extra time. That's the word. Maybe a couple more chances for FC United to create a serious push. Haven't seen it really in this second half as the corners and the scoring opportunities have really dried up. Here might be one. Instead, Pioneers get in there. Too many red jerseys. Still sticks with Brockton. No teammates in the area. And Warden able to get on it and clear it all the way back to Barros. This one sent back in, headed away by a Pioneer. That was Mannix along the touchline, staying free. Western Mass has numbers. Here comes Gonzer, fires too high. That Pioneers side wanted to celebrate that one. Two-goal lead in extra time would have done it. And now another whistle comes in. Another yellow card handed out. This time Gonzer was looking for his second and just wide. 2.5 minutes into extra time. About 3 minutes, beg your pardon. Unless something changes here quickly, Pioneers are going to be back here on April 5th in a second round match. With Flower City Union of Rochester, New York. Taken away by DePina. Here comes FC United, looking for maybe one last chance, maybe a couple more. Good play that time from Gibney to get in there and prevent that from happening. Not finished yet, however. Arboleda off to fellow Brockton teammate and now cleared all the way back. Running back to get it, Barros. Headed back away by Gutierrez. Pioneers have numbers again. Taking it, Gonzer again. Sets it up. Shot! Trickles past! Jacob Mannix had the assist on the first one. Slips it past. Benvindo Barros. 2-0 in extra time, and that's going to just about do it. Barros got the right hand on it, but not enough to stop it. And home crowd here at Lusitano Stadium going to start celebrating officially now.
Pioneer goal for by number 10, Jacob Mannix. This is by number 7, Gabe Gonzer.
Gonzer on the assist as well. Both have a goal and an assist. So, in their 12th time, their 12th go-round in the U.S. Open Cup, there will be at least one more home match, in all likelihood for the Western Mass Pioneers, and nothing to be ashamed of for Brockton FC. What a special year 2021 was. And it looks like that'll do it. Final whistle, a 2-0 victory for the Western Mass Pioneers over Brockton FC United in the first round match in the 2022 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Second round will be here April 5th. It'll be Flower City Union making that trip from Rochester to Lusitano Stadium. At least one more home match for the Western Mass Pioneers. It was a goal and an assist each, both in the second half. Jacob Mannix had a goal and an assist, so too did Gabriel Ganzer. That'll do it for us from Ludlow, Massachusetts. This is Paul Lambert signing off from Lusitano Stadium.